Hello everybody, this is Mr. Lopez here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the AET, which is the program that the FFA uses to keep track of all your FFA activities, your projects, your community service, a whole bunch of different things that is important in terms of being an FFA member. And it's also part of your grade, and it's important for those students that are trying to earn their FFA degrees. So first off, what you want to do is you're going to go to theaet.com. It is the AET. If you don't put the, it's going to take you to some other place, like some sort of company called AET. So make sure that you go to theaet.com. Now what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at this area right over here, which is student login. Now you're going to get your username and your password from your teacher, whether it is Mr. Gomez or Mr. Lopez. And usually your username is going to be the exact same thing as your password unless you've already changed it. So you're probably asking yourself, what is our chapter number? Our chapter number is going to be California 0034. Alright, California, so CA0034, and that is going to be our chapter login. Then you will put in your username and your password, and then you will press login, and it should get you right in there. If you have any issues with this at the moment, then go ahead and make sure you let your teacher know that there is a problem, and they will promptly try to fix that issue for you. But once you log in, it should take you to, let's see, I'm already jumping ahead, but it should take you to something like this. Alright, this is your AET account. The first thing that you want to do when you have an AET, or when you start up your AET, this is your first day on the job, well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your profile and you're going to update your information. So you want to click on profile. You can also click right above here if you are kind of lost in where you are at. And you're going to go down to manage and edit your personal profile and password. Alright, so right here is where you can reset your password. So currently right now, perhaps it is the same thing as your username, so you would put in a new password of some sort right there, and you make sure you will reset it. You will press reset. Alright, you can upload a profile picture. I do recommend this. In fact, if you add a profile picture of yourself, alright, then you will be earning extra credit this week. Once I assign this assignment for Mr. Bojeezy's class or Mr. Gomez's class, that's all up to him whether he wants to give extra credit. We just know that the state likes to see profile pictures on here, so make sure that it has your face on it, not some sort of anime profile picture or some sort of cartoon figure. If it is absolutely you in this, not covering up your face, not with any Snapchat filters, then I think that is bounds of extra credit. You want to be making sure that you edit your high school graduation, your shirt size, and whatever. All of these things on here is going to help us. It helps. The state really likes it because they like to know this kind of information on what kind of students are raising animals, what kind of students are doing projects of some sort, like a science project. Some of them are doing ag mechanics projects, or how many of them are competing in welding contests, or how many of them are competing in farm power competitions. They like to know those kind of things. Like, hey, did you know that 1 in 3 FFA members that compete in farm power competitions are Hispanic, or something like that? So they just like that stuff. It's not like they're gonna be using your information for anything confidential. You're going to want to update your addresses on here. The reason why, students, is because this stuff right here is the shirt size. You're probably wondering why the shirt size. Okay, so the shirt size is so that way they will know if you ever go on a field trip with us and there's a free t-shirt. Well, sweet, we already know your shirt size immediately, so if you get a free t-shirt with the shirt size that is based on your profile. The mailing address as well, that helps us when it comes to mailing anything towards you and whatnot. Make sure that you update your contact information and parent guardian information as well. At least one parent or legal guardian is sufficient. As long as you have all this stuff on here, then perfect. I think you have all of this done for today. This should be all day one in the classroom, and so you will be going to edit and then updating each of these informations on here. Okay, now the most important information is this part that says emergency information and permission zip form. Okay, so when you click this will automatically help us when it comes to you going on field trips with us, especially if you are on a welding team, if you're on a dairy judging team, if you're on a farm power team, if you're in livestock judging. If you are raising livestock for the Ventura County Fair, this helps us out because in case me and Mr. Gomez ever forget any permission form, well, perfect. Then we will have one ready to go. So all you have to do is fill in some of your personal information on here. So all of this stuff, and make sure that you confirm, and then you have all of this information filled out. This really helps us out. If there's anything on here that you cannot fill out because you don't have that information, that's okay. Just go ahead and leave it blank. At least if you have your parent legal guardians, and if you have any medical conditions and allergies, that will help us out greatly. Alright, in fact, I will make this the first official assignment that you will have to do, is to complete all of this and all of these: the demographics, mailing address, contact information, and parent guardians. When you have this done, then perfect. You are good to go with the very first assignment of getting your AET profile started. Alright, now once you're done with that, though, let me go ahead and direct you what the rest of this AET is going to be like. Okay, so I just clicked over here to take us to our home menu on our dashboard of the AET. The profile, that's where we clicked for before. Now you can do that by clicking there, or you can just click on these top tabs right here. So profile, you'll have all of these on here. Many of these things on here, you're probably wondering what it is all of this stuff. Now many of this stuff you don't have to worry about just yet. Alright, when the time comes, patience, young grasshopper, when the time comes, then we will let you know when you will have to be utilizing these things. But for the majority of it, you're only going to be putting this part where it says manage it and edit your personal profile and password. Everything else, you will have to wait until the time is right. Okay, like maybe you become an FFA officer. Maybe you run for office this year in 2020, and you become an FFA officer for the chapter, for the section, for the region, for the state, or the nation. Who knows? All right. Maybe you've been part of a committee, all right, which some of you may have already been done so. Some of you are probably going to be in a judging contest, so you will have to use these judging cards on here. We will talk about the Project Experience Manager, or your SAE project. SAE stands for Supervised Agriculture Experience. That will be the next video in which we'll be doing our journal entries, which will be on this tab. So you'll find this on several tabs on here, on Profile, Journal, Finance, all of those. Yes, and everything you put on here, it will make a resume for you immediately, automatically. So you don't even have to put the time into making a resume. So this will conduct, the AT will conduct a resume for you automatically. It's really great. Test your knowledge and gain a passing score. We will be utilizing this later on this semester as well, when it comes to tractor safety, when it comes to parliamentary procedure, different things, especially when it comes to earning your state degree. That is important stuff. Alright, so if we go back over here to our main menu, you'll see there's Profile, Journal, Finances, and Reports. So that's the same tabs that you see up here: Profile, Journal, Finances, Reports. Now, Profile we've already taken a look at. And that's just your personal information. Journal, this is where you're going to be putting your hours that you've completed in terms of, let's say you went to an FFA meeting. Like, how many FFA meetings or FFA activities have you gone to? This is where you're going to journal those FFA activities. Yes, in fact, from now on, every single one of your FFA activities will be based on the sign-in sheet that you will sign in during those activities, and it has to be in your journal. So we will be checking your journal to see that, hey, did you go to the ice cream social meeting or the salsa meeting? Well, we better see that on your journal entries. We will do another video solely based on journal entries in the next video. So this is all for FFA activities. This is for you put in hours with your animal. Maybe you put in hours on building a project in ag mechanics. All those things, those hours in community service and FFA activities and meetings, all of this matters, and it goes towards your FFA degrees for those of you that qualify. So it is important stuff. Finances. Now, so for finances, you're probably thinking, money, when are we going to be spending money in the FFA? Well, you will, especially if you are partaking in an animal project or maybe an ag mechanics project that costs money. All that money, it actually goes towards your degrees to earn your FFA degrees. So it is important stuff. So let's say you bought a pig for $450. Well, you're going to put how much money you spent on your pig. you sold that pig at the Ventura County Fair for maybe $2,000, $3,000. Well, you're gonna put that on here. All those monies, it goes towards your degrees. It is important stuff. Lastly, reports. Reports is just where they come up with all the things that you put into this AET account. I think the two most important tabs on here in the AET are journal and finances. Now we're gonna get over to the next video where we'll be talking about journal entries and then another video about financial entries, so we can break the AET down for you. So hopefully that got you started. You should have gone to profile. You should have managed and edited your profile settings, and we should be seeing all of these filled out. Perfect. We'll see you for the next one. Hope you guys are getting your AET record book started up really well, and we're gonna get this started. Let's do this.